All right, so let's see what we got here. Now we got the tape off. Let's open this up. So exciting. So it comes packaged completely ensconced in styrofoam. Ooh, look at that. All right, so what do we got here, folks? We got the remote. It's a decent sized remote comparative to my hand. It's a lot larger than a PS4 controller. It reminds me of a GameCube controller. Oh, guys, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, let's get it out of there. The great thing is, it comes with 2 RC batteries. They're 1200 milliamps. I have this exact connector for other RC cars, and I can probably get a 2500 milliamp battery in there. That's awesome. As always, they are USB charged, and you do get a USB charger for both. Yeah, let's get this out of here. Oh man, what do you think? Look at that. It is 1/6 scale, but let's go have a look. So let's go from the ground up. So here you have real hard plastic, vinylish like rubber treads. So if those snap, that could be a problem, but they are pretty grip. At least they're not metal treads. Metal treads tend to really rip up the drive wheels. I've seen that with other rip saws I've had, that if you get the metal tracks, those just get ripped up. The scooper is actual metal. That's amazing. The arm is plastic. The pneumatics, I think, are just for show because I'm seeing a gear right here. So that tells me that everything is gear driven and that the pneumatics are purely aesthetic. The cab has amazing detail. But look, these pneumatic hoses look awesome. The pistons look great. There's some great pipe management going on there. Look at the detail. You have diamond plating for where the construction workers would walk, handrails, exhaust pipes, vents. Look at that. That is great. Wow. I got to get all the foam and get stuff cleaned up, but let's get it charged up and let's see what it can do. So you guys know how this works. You plug the charger into the battery for the balance, and then you just simply plug into a USB port. She's blinking, so that means we're charging. So the remote that comes with it does feel a little bit cheap. It's completely plastic. It is very much oversized. I don't know why it's a little on the oversized side, but it does feel a little, unfortunately, it does feel a little bit cheap. There are tons of buttons. Unfortunately, I just went through the box. I didn't find any instructions. So I'm not 100% sure what does what, but you know what? We're going to find out. For a size comparison, here we have on the left a PS4 remote, on the right, obviously, the remote, but then you'll see how much thicker they are. This really does look like a toy with the thickness. You know, the PS4 remote's a little bit more refined. It's thinner, has an internal battery and all that other stuff. This is just, it's a honking big remote. It really does remind me of a GameCube remote or a Dreamcast with how big and thick it is. But it does require batteries, and just like all remotes and all other RCs today, for whatever reason, you have to unscrew the battery case. So let's go ahead and get that done. And it looks like we need 3 dubs. And that's back together. So let's switch it on, see what we got. We have power. What I have is a fully charged 2500 milliamp battery that I use for my WL Toys 12428. The battery compartment's located in the black with a twist knob that locks and unlocks the battery case. You can just take that off. I am a little concerned because the thickness of the wires for the battery on this one are a lot thicker than down here. I am afraid of burning it out, so I think I'll just power it up and just try to do a few things, but I'm not going to do too much because I really don't want to burn this thing out. This thing's really cool, and I don't want to ruin it right out the box. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to power on the digger. Digger is on. Power on the remote. Whoa, that is awesome. It has lights and sounds. There's lights in the cab. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so left stick. So the L1, R1, L1, R2 buttons are actually what make it go. The top buttons are backwards. The bottom buttons are forwards. Right stick is boom up, boom down. Left stick is then scooper up, scooper down. Sound on, sound off. Lights on, lights off. So how can we make... And then there's the shovel. This is going to take some coordination. Alright, so to wrap this up, guys, I'd just like to say that for $100, I think that this is a solid excavator. It does lack a lot of the finer tuning that you would have in a much more expensive example of an excavator. For instance, all of the inputs on this huge clunky remote, which could be just a little thinner, but everything is all or nothing. There is no digital proportional inputs to this thing, because like to get it to move you have to use the trigger buttons, so it's either on or off. There's no adjusting the speed, adjusting how the excavator spins or extends and scoops. There's no gentle inputs there. It's either all or nothing. So that did make the scooping process a little bit more difficult. It is a steep learning curve because, as I said, it did not come with instructions. Those shortcomings aside, I think that this is a solid excavator for under $100. I can put a link in the description below where I got it. Might consider upgrading to metal treads later. These are very cheaply vinylly plasticky thingies. Metal might be the way to go, but I would just be really worried that it would eat up these sprockets in the long run. But this isn't something I'm going to run every day, but I think it would look awesome next to the dump truck that goes with it in this series from Legendary. So hey, all in all, I think this was a really great find, and I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. So give me a subscribe so you can see the next one, and we'll see you later.